I'm going to show you my top 5 After Effects presets and templates that will save you tons of time in your editing process. But before coming to the video, shout out to Envato Elements for being a sponsor of this video. As a creator, finding the right resources can be tough, but Envato Elements makes it simple. It's been my secret sauce for years, which I have used for creating a number of various effects, already uploaded on my YouTube channel, giving me access to over 20 million assets, all for just $16.50 per month with the annual plan. That's a 40% savings. Whether you need stock videos, photos, music, sound effects, templates, or fonts, Envato has it all to bring your ideas to life. If you want to unlock unlimited downloads and take your videos to the next level, Envato Elements is the way to go. Let's get started. Starting with our presets list, the first preset is Glitch Transition. Glitch transitions create a digital distortion effect between scenes or clips. They mimic a glitch or TV static look, adding a modern, edgy feel to video edits. To use glitch transition presets from Envato Elements in After Effects, start by downloading the transition pack from the Envato Elements website, or you can simply check the download link in the description. After downloading, open your After Effects project and double-click on to import the glitch transition project file. It is in AEP format. Once imported, navigate to the project folder. After selecting a transition, drag it into your timeline between two clips where you want the transition to occur. Additionally, try experimenting with blending modes such as add or screened to help the transition blend better with your footage. After making your adjustments, preview the transition to ensure it flows smoothly, then render and export your final composition. Glitch transitions can add dynamic energy to your edits, so use them thoughtfully to enhance specific moments without overwhelming the viewer. 2. Text animation. Coming on to our next preset. Text animation presets are ready-made animations for text in After Effects. They provide quick effects like fades, slides, and bounces, easily customized for different projects. To use text animation presets from Envato Elements in After Effects, download the desired text animation preset pack from the Envato Elements website, or you can simply check the down description. Once downloaded, open your After and import the AEP file. After importing, animation preset in your project panel. To apply them, simply drag and drop the animation template onto your timeline. Once the animation is in place, you can easily customize it by changing the text content, font, color, and other properties to match your project's branding. After you're satisfied with the look and timing, preview the animation to make sure it aligns well with your footage. Finally, render and export your composition to finalize your project. These text animation presets from Envato Elements provide a quick and easy way to add professional-looking animated text to your videos with minimal effort. 3. Openers. Jumping to the openers. This versatile template is designed to help you create stunning intro animations for any project, whether it's for a YouTube video, a corporate presentation, or a personal creative piece. With easy-to-use placeholders and intuitive controls, you can quickly customize text and colors to make it your own. Again, start by downloading the Opener preset pack from the Envato, or you can simply check the download description. Once downloaded, open your After Effects project file, usually in AEP format. These Opener presets typically include placeholders for text and images or video, so you can easily replace them with your customize the text, font, color, and other elements as needed to match your branding. Or many opener presets also allow you to adjust animation properties, such as timings, transitions. After applying the changes and ensuring the opener flows seamlessly with your footage, preview the composition. 4. Logo Reveal. The fourth preset about is Logo Reveal. Logo Reveal presets animate your logo with stylish effects, making it appear in a creative way, adding a professional and dramatic touch to your video intro. Perfect for branding. To use Logo Reveal presets from Envato Elements in After Effects, repeat this downloading the Logo Reveal template that suits your project. You can simply check the download link in the description. Once downloaded, open your After the file is imported, locate the Logo Reveal template in your project. Most Logo Reveal placeholders for your logo and tagline. Simply replace the placeholder assets with your own logo file and text that includes any pre-built visual effects, such as particle effects. You can further tweak those to desired look. Once you've made all your customizations with how your logo reveal looks, preview to ensure it aligns well with your video. The last preset, which I am going to show, is the Instagram. The Instagram Stories pack offers pre-designed templates and animations for creating eye-catching and engaging Instagram stories. It includes various text, image, and video effects, making it easy to customize and share professional stories quickly and effortlessly. To use Instagram Story Pack presets from Envato Elements in After Effects, start by downloading the Instagram Story template pack that you want to use, or you can simply check the download link in the description. Once downloaded, open your After Effects project. These templates offer pre-designed elements like animated backgrounds, placeholders, and graphic elements, so you can simply replace the placeholder text, images, or videos with your own content. I am placing a pizza pic onto the template. Customize the text by changing the font, size, color, content to match your branding. Many Instagram Story templates also offer customizability such as transition effects, timing, and speed. If needed, you can further tweak the video, including the background colors or any preloaded animations, to better file. Using Instagram Story Pack presets from Envato Elements allows you to quickly create polished and professional-looking stories with effort, helping you enhance your social media presence. If you guys are interested in subscribe buttons, they have some pretty cool YouTube animations that you guys can download. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, everything that I've talked about is linked to in the description box below. Thanks to Envato Elements for being the sponsor of this video. If you want to learn effects or presets in depth, comment tutorial, and we will create tutorials for these effects and presets in depth. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services, and that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Hey guys, in this tutorial, I will show you how to create in After Effects. Let's get started. To start, create a new position in After Effects by clicking here. In the composition settings dialog box, set resolution 1920 10 pixels to create a full HD project. Make sure the frame rate is set at 30 FPS for smooth animation. In this composition, comp to keep track of your work and click OK. Next, add a background to your composition. Right-click on the timeline panel, select New, and then choose Solid. In the Solid settings dialog box, set color to create a clean background and rename the solid layer PG. Once you click OK, the white background will fill your entire composition. Add text, select the text tool, click on the composition panel, and type the text you want. It could be something like water drop effect or any text relevant to your project. After typing the text, use the alignment tools to center align it both horizontally and vertically in the composition. You can adjust the font, size, and style of the text as needed to suit your design. Once you have your background and text in place, it's time to recompose the layers. Select both the BG layer and the text layer in the timeline. Right-click on the selected layers and choose Pre-compose. In the dialog box that appears, rename the pre-composition to BG Comp and click OK. This action combines your background and text into a single pre-composition, making it easier to manage as you move forward in your project. After this, create a new composition for the radio wave by right-clicking in the project panel and selecting New Composition. Name this composition wave. Then right-click on the timeline panel and choose New, then Solid to create a new solid layer. Rename this layer Radio Wave. Now go to the Effects and Presets panel. Search for the Radio Waves effect and drag it onto your solid layer. In the Effect Controls panel, change the color of the wave white to match the theme. Set the frequency to 0 to make the wave appear more static. Adjust the expansion value to make the waves expand. Enable the reflection option, which will make the waves reflect on the surface. To make the radio wave disappear after a few seconds, decrease the lifespan value. This ensures that the waves don't last too long and fade out naturally. Next, increase the start width to 100 to give the waves more width as they propagate. After adjusting these settings, apply the turbulent displace effect to add distortion to the wave. Lower the amount, size, values to reduce the intensity of distortion, which creates a more subtle effect. To further enhance the look of the waves, apply the fast box blur effect to the layer. Increase the blur value slightly to soften the waves and make them look smoother. After applying the blur, you might note that the waves disappear too soon. In this case, go back to the lifespan settings and increase the value slightly to ensure the wave stays visible long enough. Next, use the producer point to position the wave at the bottom left of the composition. To create variation, select the radio wave layer and press Ctrl+D to duplicate it. Rename this duplicate layer Radio Wave 2 and move it to the top right of the composition using the producer point option. Then drag the layer to 2 seconds on the timeline so it appears slightly later than the first wave. Duplicate this layer again by pressing Ctrl+D and move the new layer to 1 second. Decrease the light of this layer so it disappears earlier than the previous waves. Now, duplicate this layer one more time, place it above in the timeline, and drag it forward to another time. So you have a continuous flow of radio waves in the composition. Once all the layers are set up, go back to the main composition. Drag the wave composition from the project panel to the timeline of the main comp. This will bring the wave animation into the main composition, and you can see the effect applied to the background and text layers. Create an adjustment layer by right-clicking on the timeline and selecting New, then Adjustment Layer. This adjustment layer will allow you to apply additional effects that affect the entire composition. In the Effects and Presets panel, search for the caustic effect and apply it to the adjustment layer. The caustics effect simulates the interaction of light with water, giving a reflective surface that will enhance the appearance of the radio waves. In the Effect Controls panel, set the water surface to the wave layer so that the caustic will interact with the radio wave animation. Adjust color to keep the effect consistent with the wave's color. Finally, tweak the settings of the caustic effect to achieve your desired look. Play around with the reflection depth, wave size, and other parameters until the waves interact naturally with the background. After adjusting everything, your composition will display dynamic radio waves with a reflective surface. If you want to download project files or any of the assets used to creating this video, you can find the link in the description below. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services, and that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we'll walk you through 3D tracking in Adobe After Effects. Let's get started. To begin, search for the 3D camera tracker effect and apply it to your video. The tracking process can take some time depending on the length and resolution of your video. Once the tracking is complete, you will see a series of tracking points appear on the screen. These points will shift and disappear as the camera moves through the shot. There are settings you can adjust to change how the tracking points look. The first option is tracking point size, which lets you increase the size of the tracking points for better visibility. stability, especially useful for 4K footage. The second option is target size, which adjusts the size of the target marker in the scene. You can increase it if you want to make the marker more prominent. After the tracking points to select area, then right-click, choose Create Solid and Camera. Solid will be placed on the tracked plane, and you can customize it further. You can resize and move solid as needed. Once you're satisfied, right-click on the solid and choose Pre-compose. Leave all attributes are selected. Click OK. You can double-click on the pre-comp to open it up. Inside the pre-comp, import your video or image. Make sure the video is placed above the solid layer. You can adjust the position by dragging it and press to scale it. Return to the main composition. You will see your video now correctly tracked onto the surface. You can track more points by using the same steps. The best part is that you can always go back to the pre-comp and make any changes. When you return to your main composition, the updates will automatically be applied. If you want to download project files or any of the assets used in creating this video, you can find the link in the description below. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Here's suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to do this face motion tracking stabilization effect in After Effects. Let's get started. Here in After Effects, I got a video of a girl dancing. If you play it back, you'll notice the camera is moving quite a bit, and the girl isn't staying in the center of the frame. The goal is to lock the camera onto the girl. keeping her centered throughout the video. We can do this using the tracker panel in After Effects. If you don't see the tracker panel, window menu, and short tracker is selected. Then in the timeline, highlight your video by clicking on it. In the track panel, click the Stabilize Motion button. This action opens the video in a new window, and you'll see a tracker point. This tracker point is essential as it defines the part of the video we want to lock onto. You'll need to move it to the subject you want to track. In this case, the dancing girl. Before proceeding, ensure you're on the first frame of the video in the timeline. Zoom in for better precision and drag the tracker point to the area you want to track. I suggest choosing a point of high contrast, like the girl's specs, to help After Effects follow the motion more effectively. The tracker includes two rectangles, an inner one for precise tracking, and an outer one for the search area. Adjust these rectangles carefully. Make the inner rectangle tightly fit the target area, and for the outer rectangle, leave extra space, but don't overdo it, as this can increase rendering time. Once you've positioned the tracker point, return to the tracker panel and click Analyze Forward. After Effects will process the video frame by frame, tracking the selected point. This step may take time, so be patient. Once the analysis is complete, scrub through the timeline to preview the tracking results. In most cases, the tracker will perform well. If the results aren't accurate, you can go back, adjust the tracker point, and repeat the process. When you're satisfied with the tracking, go back to the tracker panel and click Apply. A pop-up will appear from X and Y as the dimensions to apply the stabilization. After Effects will then shift the video so the track area remains centered throughout. If you play back the video, you'll see the subject stays in the middle of the frame. However, you'll likely notice black bars around the edges of the video. These appear because the stabilization shifts the entire frame. Cutting off some parts of the video. To fix this, you'll need to scale up the video. Select the video layer, press S on your keyboard to bring up the scale property, and increase the scale value until the black bars are no longer visible. The amount of scaling needed depends on your video. For mine, I set the scale to 73%. Once scaled, play the video back again. You'll see that the subject remains centered with no black bars visible. The camera appears locked onto the girl, creating a smooth stabilization effect. This technique works great for videos where you want to focus on a moving subject while minimizing camera movement. If you want to download project files or any of the assets used to creating this video, you can find the link in the description below. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Hi friends, today in this new After Effects tutorial, we will learn together how to recreate Netflix logo animation in a short, simple, and tricky way, and without any plugin. Let's get started. In a new After Effects file, create a new composition of size 2000 pixel by 400 pixel. Rename it bar, and we keep the duration, for example, 10 seconds. After that, we right-click to create a new solid. Let's make it pure red and the same size as the composition. After that, go to Effects and Presets and apply a linear wipe. Start by inverting the wipe angle to -90. Create a first keyframe at the first 100 second. Revert it to 0, and at 5 seconds, we create another keyframe. It's the duplication of the second frame. The last keyframe will be 100. The animation result will be like this. Now we'll create a feather to the second part of the animation, and to keep it only in the second part, we are obliged to create a keyframe or two keyframes in the middle of the animation. Now it's time to create the tricky effect. The tricky effect is block dissolve. Apply block dissolve from the effects and presets. Change the values, for example, 75% in the transition completion, 2500 in block width, and the block height at 5. If you are happy with the stripes or the size of the stripes, you can move to the second layer. Duplicate the same layer by pressing Ctrl+D. Now we'll change the color of this layer by using the fill effect. Set the color to an orange color. Then we solo the layer and update the setting of the block dissolve. For example, 90% of the transition completion and the size at 3. Maybe you'll keep it sharp to remove the softness. Now it's time to delay it a little bit. We can change the evolution of the color by creating keyframe for the fill color effect. For example, start with red color and end with orange color. After that, we can duplicate the first layer and push it in the front and remove the block dissolve effect. The result will be a consistent solid red color at the starting and at the end of the animation. Now it's time to create a new composition. This composition will be an HD composition with a standard size. Drag and drop the bar composition in it and update the size. Press S and set the scale to 28%. Then press R and change the orientation to -90. Duplicate the layer 3 times using Ctrl D. Select the first one and drag it to the left. Then select the second one and drag it to the right. Move to the next step. Change the orientation of the first layer, which is in the middle, to 90 degrees, and add a new effect, corner pin. Update the corners of the layer to match respectively the first layer and the second layer. Now we will try to make it a little bit darker using the exposure effect. The value of the exposure will be -1.5. Copy the effect and paste it to the second layer. Now it's time to work on the animation by delaying the layers to match the animation, as in the reference of the logo of the Netflix. The starting of the animation looks good, but now we have to work on the transition effect by using the time remapping effect, and we'll try to get references from every moment of the animation. The starting of the transition, the end of the transition, like that. We will control the animation of each layer to map or to create a continuity in the animation of the transition between the layers as a reversed animation. As you can see, I am moving the keyframes to the desired time so we can have a reversed animation of the Netflix logo. Now it's time to create a drop shadow under the middle layer, and that's by creating a drop shadow effect. Increase the softness, for example, to 120. Then I will try to duplicate the same layer and choose the copying behind and increase the softness. Mask the middle part to create the softness of the middle region. We'll have like the illusion of a 3D effect. As you can see, the animation looks fine. I think it's time to work on the curvy base of the Netflix logo. Create a new solid, whatever the color, or just double-click on the ellipse tool to create an elliptical mask. Drag the mask to the lower edge of the logo like this. Next, use the blending mode. We can use Silhouette Alpha to be responsible of masking the desired region. Now it's time to work on the 3D animation of the camera. To do that, right-click and create a new camera. Enable the 3D aspect of the layers. After that, we create some keyframes in the transform settings of the camera, and we start creating our navigation through the logo. At a certain moment, the camera crosses through the logo. To refine the animation, we can select the first keyframes. With Ctrl plus Shift plus F9, we can make it easy to ease out. That will give it more smoothness at the starting of the animation. The remaining part of the tutorial will be the tricky part. As you can see here, just there is the part with colors that is missing. For that, we create a new composition, 1500 by 1500 pixel in size. We rename colors. 10 seconds will be okay. And we create a new solid. The new solid with the same size of the composition. After that, we look for the effect, for color gradient. And we change the color like this. We start with the orange. After that, the pure red. After that, blue. After that, we come back to the red. Like that, we'll have this composition. In the effects and presets, we search for the starburst effect. And we update the setting like this. The scatter 300, the speed 3, the grid spacing 30, and the size 30. We will have this animation. Now the tricky part is to create a fastbox blur. And we make it just for vertical. And we update the blur radius to 2500. We can see nothing, but look at this tricky part. If we add a curve effect, and we choose the alpha channel, and we update the curve like this, we will have those bars. Feel free to play with the setting to have the best. For me here, I'll update the size at the middle, playing with the keyframes to have more thick bars in the middle of the animation. And at the end, I will add a new effect, Venson blinds. Like that, I will control the effect to appear and disappear at the starting of the animation, and at the end, I will play on the transition completion. every time I need just to make the effect appear or disappear, and I will play also with the size of the width of the appliance. I'll continue playing with the setting just till the moment I find the best look or the best look that matches the Netflix intro. Yes, we are reaching something nice here. Now I will add the colors composition to my original scene. I'll try to place those colors in the right place. Switch on the 3D option of the layer. I'll place it again. Once it's a 3D layer, it will follow the animation of the camera. I find that the color bars are in the front, so I push them into the back. After some adjustments and enhancements, the animation looks great. It's now the time to work on the global timing of the animation. To do that, drag and drop Comp 1 to a new composition. This will create a new composition. Right-click on the layer, then go to Time and enable the time remapping. Create a new keyframe for every animation articulation. For example, at the end, create a keyframe at the full screen color. After that, we drag the keyframes to make the intro a little bit faster, and we'll keep a hold on the colors a little bit. Now the animation is faster and it's more close to the original one of Netflix logo. The final step is to create a new adjustment layer, and we'll add a glow effect. I will play on the settings of this effect to match the desired look or to reach the desired look at every moment of the animation. For example, at the starting of the animation, the glow is not intense, but I will increase it at the end of the animation, as you can see here. If you want to download project files or any of the assets used to creating this video, you can find the link in the description below. Scan the QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. In this After Effects tutorial, I'll show you how to create a 2D character walk cycle animation using Illustrator files. Let's get started. First, open your 2D character file in Illustrator. Once it's open, collapse the file individual pieces to separate them. Select the first layer, click the icon to release the layers, and drag to separate them. After separating the pieces, rename them one by one. It's important to rename each layer for clarity. This helps keep things organized. Now, you'll have individual parts for each body parts, such as head, body, neck, hands, and legs, which will further break down for easier animation. Next, save the Illustrator file by pressing Ctrl+S. Let's import this into After Effects. Double-click in the project panel. Select it. You've now create a smooth dynamic smear effect to enhance your animation. Let us know what you like to see next. Let us know what you like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more videos. Create beautiful split screen edits in After Effects with ease. Start by selecting the pen tool and drawing a custom shape that defines your split screen layout. You can leave spaces between the splits for layout. You can leave spaces between the splits for a unique look. Next, place your footage above the shape and assign the track mat of the clip to the shape layer. Adjust the footage position to fit perfectly within your design. After Effects allows for more flexibility than Premiere Pro when it comes to creating custom split screens. With these steps, have full control over your split screen edits, making it simple to craft unique designs and enhance your projects visually. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. To create a title by using Saber Effect in After Effects. Start by separate your title layers in Photoshop. Then import into After Effects. Make sure retain layer sizes is selected, then click OK. Right-click on the empty area of your timeline, then New, then Solid, then click OK. Go to Effect, then Video Copilot, then Saber. Go to Render Settings of Saber. Set Composite Settings to Transparent. Then go to Customize Core. Set Core Type to Layer Masks. Select Pen Tool. Start masking your title using Pen Tool. Then go to Preset. Set this to Fire. Set Glow Intensity to 20. Glow Speed to 0.09. Glow Bias to 0.25. Core Size to 5. To animate title, set and offset from 100 to 0, then add an initial keyframe. Move forward to timeline, then set end offset to 100. This is how you create a title by using Saber Effect in After Effects. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more. Here's how to put text behind complex objects or people in After Effects. Import your video onto the timeline and duplicate your footage layer. Double-click the duplicate layer to enter it. Select the Roto Brush tool from the toolbar. Highlight the part of the footage you want to overlay with text. To remove unintended selections, hold the Alt key and select the area. Refine your selection frame by frame to ensure accuracy. Freeze the frames by clicking on the freeze icon. Write down the text and position it between the original footage and the rotoscoped footage. Adjust roto brush settings. Set feather to 20. Shift edge to -10. Reduce chatter to 25%. Enable motion blur for their transitions. Repeat these steps to place text behind complex objects in After Effects. Thank you for watching. For more tutorials and filmmaking tips, subscribe to Novela Film Academy. To create a typography staircase in After Effects, start by creating your text layer and pre-compose it for a non-destructive workflow. Use the rectangle tool to cut the text in half. Then duplicate the layer. Set the mask mode to subtract on one layer to make the text reappear. Next, use the pan behind tool to center the anchor points of both layers within the mask. Make both layers 3D, then set the X rotation of the top layer to -90 degrees. Add a camera and adjust the view to explore your 3D scene. Apply the gradient ramp effect to the top layer if desired. Duplicate and offset the layers vertically and horizontally to form a staircase. Continue duplicating and positioning the layers until satisfied. Animate the camera's position and point of interest for dynamic movement. And this is how you create a typography staircase in After Effects. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Today, I'll demonstrate how to create the miniature effect featured in the Bombay Mary John title sequence. Start by importing your footage into the timeline. Right-click on the empty timeline area, choose New, then Solid, and rename it to Depth Map. Click OK. Now, apply the gradient ramp effect by going to Effect, Generate, and selecting Gradient Ramp. Adjust the gradient points to set their positions. Place this depth map layer below your footage. In the Effect Controls panel, configure the gradient ramp by aligning the black point with the horizon of your footage. Then select your clip, navigate to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, and apply camera lens blur. In the blur map section, set the depth map and change the to effects and masks. Just the blur distance to shift the focus from the top to the bottom area. Increase the blur effect as needed. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Today, I will show you how to use Quickster plugin in After Effects. Start by arranging your clips into the timeline. Select all your clips and extend them a little further. Right-click on your clip and select Pre-compose. Repeat this process for all your clips. Next, select all the clips again and make them shorter. Then select your first clip. Go to Effect and Revision Plugins, then Twixtor. Uncheck that in FPS is out FPS. Set the input frame rate to 24. Set the image to contrast, edge enhance. Motion sensitivity to 100. Frame enter to motion weighted blend. Check the smart blend. Add an initial keyframe to speed and set value to 180. Move forward into the timeline and set the speed 25. Ease the keyframes by pressing F9. Copy the Twixtor effect by pressing Ctrl-C and paste it to all clips by pressing Ctrl-V. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create a stunning warp zoom effect in After Effects. Start by creating an adjustment layer and applying 3 effects. Motion tile from the stylized category. Optics compensation from the distort category. And transform from the distort category. Animate the scale and the transform effect from 25 to 100. In motion tile, increase the output width and height to 100 until the composition fills the frame, and enable the mirror edges option. Then animate the field of view in optics compensation from 125 to about 40, ensuring you check the reverse lens distortion option. To finish, refine your animation by selecting the final keyframes and applying ease using F9 for a smooth, professional look. Scan the QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video edit, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more videos. To create a floating wiggle effect in After Effects, start by expanding the icon layer and the transform option. Hold Alt Option on Mac and click the stopwatch icon next to position to create an expression. If the code looks confusing, delete it and type in wiggle 100. The first number is the wiggle speed, and the second is the amount of wiggle. To exit the expression, click outside the text box. For a slower, more controlled effect, set speed to 1 and amount to 50. You can adjust these numbers to fit your preference. For rotation, hold Alt Option on Mac and click the stopwatch next to rotation. Use wiggle 210, where the first number controls the speed and the second controls the rotation amount. Lower the second value if the rotation is too intense. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to make this cool turbulent display effect. After Effect. Start by importing your clip into the timeline and resizing it needed. Double click on the clip to open the options. Then use the rotoscope tool to trace and isolate the subject from the background. Make sure to refine the edges for a clean cutout. Next, duplicate the layer twice, then delete the rotoscope effect on the last layer. For the second layer, go to Effect, then Distort, and choose Turbulent Displace. Head to the Effect Controls panel and adjust the displacement and amount to your preference. Click on the clock icon next to Size and Evolution to create keyframes. Move forward in the timeline and increase the size value from 20 to 30 and the evolution to 200 to create a dynamic effect. Once you've set these adjustments, you're done. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. To import 3D objects into After Effects for free, start by visiting free3d.com to find 3D models. While some items may require payment, you can search for free ones. Once you've downloaded your desired model, including its textures, open After Effects. Create a solid layer, then apply the element 3D effect to it. Next, click Scene Setup within Element 3D and select Import. Navigate to the file you downloaded. Select the 3D model and ensure the textures are loaded correctly. Rotate and reposition it. And OK. This process integrates the 3D object into your After Effects composition, allowing you to manipulate and animate it within your project. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create a shine effect on your logo in After Effects. Open the Effects panel. Search for CC Light Sweep and apply it to your logo. Once applied, adjust the sweep intensity to 50 and modify the width of the shine to fit your desired look. This gives you control over how bright or wide the shine appears. Next, move the playhead to the beginning of your animation. Drag the anchor point off the logo, then keyframe in the center to start the shine. Move the playhead to where you want the animation to finish, and drag the anchor point above the logo. This will create a smooth and polished shine effect as the light sweeps across your logo, enhancing its appearance. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Creating an ink splatter transition in After Effects is simple and effective. First, download an ink asset from youtube.com. Go to After Effects and create a new composition of 1080 by 920. Import the footages and ink transitions into After Effects. Drag and drop the footages and ink transition into timeline. Place the ink asset above your footage or media layer. Rotate transition 90 degrees. Set the footage layers track to ink transition and set a Luma mat and invert the mats. This setup will create a smooth ink transition effect between your clip and the ink layer. For a transition between two clips, stack the ink asset above your second clip. Apply the same track mat settings and drag forward into timeline. This method will blend the two shots seamlessly. This is how you create an ink splatter transition in After Effects. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. To create a light stroke animation in After Effects, start by right-clicking on your title and go to Create, then Create Masks from Text. With the new outline layer selected, go to Generate and apply the stroke effect. Set Paint Style to On Transparent. Check all masks and uncheck strokes sequentially. Animate the end value from 0 to 100. Next, create a solid layer and apply the lens flare effect from the Generate menu. Set the Solids Blend mode to Screen. Select the line layer. Press M to reveal the mask path. Copy it and paste it into the flare center of the lens flare effect. Adjust the lens flare settings and use the curves effect to modify the color. Repeat these steps for other letters with new lens flare layers. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create impressive line charts animation in After Effects. Start by designing a background grid using the pen tool. Add a repeater to duplicate the lines and adjust their positions as needed. Increase the number of copies to create a complete grid. Next, use the pen tool to draw your data-driven line representing the chart. To animate this line, apply trim paths and keyframe the start or end values from 0% to 100%, creating a smooth animation. Enhance your chart by adding circles and text to highlight specific data points. Finally, find these layers to synchronize with the animation. Once everything is aligned, it's done. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Today, I will show you how to create a liquify effect in After Effects. Begin by selecting the text tool and typing your desired text. Once you have your text, go to Effects and Presets. Search for Liquify and drag it onto your layer. Next, navigate to the Effects Control panel and select the appropriate tool for your effect. To animate the effect, add an initial keyframe to distortion mesh. Move forward into timeline and start applying the effect to your text. This will give your text a fluid and dynamic appearance. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Today, I will show you how to use Lockdown plugin in After Effects for advanced tracking. Create a new composition of 1080 by 920. Import your footage timeline. Go to Effect, then Vranos, then Lockdown. Click on Pop-Up. Lockdown window will open. Hold Control and drag to select the tracking area. You can add more points. You can also drag the point 6 to extremely accurate. Click Track All. Plug in straps tracking your footage. Adjust the point which not track exactly. Close the plugin, then click Lockdown. This will create a new composition and footage. Double-click the composition to open it. Hide the checkerboard and import your logo. Adjust the logo inside your tracking area. Change the blend mode to overlay to blend it with the footage. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Create a loopable animation in After Effects. Start by preparing your background and foreground objects. The aim is to seamlessly loop the background's movement. Begin by dragging and dropping your background into a new composition. Select your background layer and apply the motion tile effect. This effect is essential for creating the looping motion. Once applied, keyframe the tile center property to animate the background. Introducing the desired movement. A crucial step is to check mirror edges off within the mode tile effect. This ensures a seamless cut, making the looping background appear continuous without any abrupt edges. Drag and drop this composition back into your main project. Now you have a perfectly loopable background in After Effects. To create infinitely looping text animation and After Effects. Start by selecting your text tool and typing your desired text. In the character panel, turn off the fill color. Search for Vegas in the effects and preset and drag it onto your text layer. Next, go to the effects control panel and find the contours panel. Under the channel settings, select alpha. Increase the width and reduce the number of segments down to around 4. Rotation, hold the Option key and click on the stopwatch icon to open the expression panel. Enter the expression value equals time asterisk 100. Instead of using yellow, switch the color to green and you'll achieve a smooth looping text animation. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more video. Here's the mask effects easily in After Effects. I'm applying the deep glow effect here, and I want the deep glow to appear only in a specific area. Start by selecting the pen or rectangle tool and drawing a mask over the desired area in your composition. Once the mask is in place, navigate to the deep glow effect. Open its compositing options and click the plus icon to add the mask to the effect. The deep glow will now be restricted to the masked region. Next, open mask settings, where you can adjust parameters like filtering, opacity, or expansion to fine-tune the effect and blend it smoothly with the background. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. To create an animated match cut transition in After Effects, start by importing your image and placing it on the timeline. Press S to adjust the scale, then P to set the initial position of the image. Create an initial position keyframes by clicking the stopwatch icon. Then move forward in the timeline and change the position of the image. Go to the center of the keyframes. Select and right-click the position keyframes. Choose Ease for smooth transitions. Refine the animation using the graph editor. Link the second layer to the first. Press Ctrl plus D to cut the layer and delete the left part. Similarly, cut the second layer with Ctrl plus D and delete the right part of the layer. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or get professional editing services, and that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos to create trendy and visually appealing graphics in After Effects. Start by selecting the pen tool to draw a straight line. Ensure that the line is turned off and its stroke is set to solid. Next, open your shape layer and apply the twist effect, adjusting the angle until the line forms a spiral. Then add the trim paths effect to the layer. Set the start value to 100% and add keyframes for both the start and end properties. Move forward in your timeline and change both values to 0%. Adjust the timing of the start keyframe as needed. Finally, start by importing the footage on your timeline. Create a mask around the object you want to remove. Increase the mask feather expansion slightly for smoother edges and set the mask to subtract. If the object, like a boat, is moving, animate the mask by clicking on tracker. Open the Content Aware Fill panel, increase the alpha expansion, and click Generate Fill Layer. After a moment, a new fill layer will replace the object completely. It may take a few attempts to get the settings just right for your clip. Subscribe to the Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create a shape repeater effect in After Effects. Start by selecting the pen tool and drawing your desired shape. Once the shape is created, set its anchor point to the bottom. Then open the shape layer, click here, and select the repeater effect. After adding the repeater, open its properties and adjust the number of copies you want to create. Set the position to 0 and modify the rotation and anchor point values as needed. Reduce the end opacity to 50%. To animate the shape, add an expression to offset time *1. Scan this QR code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video editing, graphic design, or professional editing services, and that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela for more such videos. Here's how to use the Deep Glow plugin in After Effects. Begin by importing your clip into the timeline and adjusting its scale and position as needed. Next, add your text by using the text tool and customize the text settings to your liking. Align and position the text within the frame. Then navigate to the Effects and Presets panel and search for Deep Glow. Drag and drop the Deep Glow effect onto your text layer. In the Effect Controls panel, check the Unmold box to remove the black background from the text. Adjust the Deep Glow settings to enhance the glow effect to your preference. Experiment with different settings until you're satisfied with the result. And that's it. Your glowing text effect is now complete. Let's check out next. Drop your suggestions and comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for such videos. Upgrade your motion graphics with a stunning glass effect in After Effects. Start by using the shape tools to create your desired glass design. Once you're satisfied, create an adjustment layer and set its track map to your shape. Next, apply the tint effect and Gaussian blur effect. Make sure to set both colors to white and reduce the amount to decolorize your background. Increase the blur amount to a significant value for a more realistic effect. After that, duplicate your shape and turn it back on. Right-click to access layer style. Then add drop shadow and bevel and emboss. Set the fill opacity to 0% and adjust the drop shadow's opacity and size to your preference. For the bevel and emboss settings, customize the depth and size according to your background, keeping the mode set to normal. Continue tweaking these settings until you achieve your ideal glass effect. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more. Here's how to create a glitch effect using displacement for your next project. Start with a basic solid layer and the layer you want to store. Highlight the solid. Go to Effect, Noise and Grain, Fractal Noise. Set the fractal type to max, noise type to block, contrast to 250, and brightness to minus 150. Open transform. Uncheck uniform scaling. Set the width to 2000 and height to 50. Eliminate the scene by moving offset turbulence to the right. Open evolution options. Alt-click the stopwatch for random seed and type in time *10. Right-click the solid attributes is selected. Click OK and hide the pre-comp. Create a new adjustment layer. Go to Effect, Distort Displacement Map. Set the map layer to the pre-comp. That's it. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create a laser glowing eye effect in After Effects. Draw masks around the subject's eyes and make sure the mask is set to none. Now create a new solid layer and copy and paste the masks from the footage layer to the solid layer. Set the mask to add. Increase mask feather slightly. Drag the sapphire rays effect from the effect and presets view clip. Drag the rays as you desire. Now adjust the values according to you. You can increase the rays length and brightness if you want to. To make it look cooler, you can animate the rays length. Click on the center XY and add keyframes to move the rays. And that's how you create this laser glowing eye effect. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create a halftone effect using the halftone plugin. Start by importing your clip into the timeline. Once the clip is in place, select it and navigate to the Effects and Presets panel. Search for halftone in the search bar, then drag and drop the effect onto your clip. Next, go to the Effect Controls panel to customize the effect. First, expand particle and background color settings and check the swap colors option to invert colors. Then, under the sizing types section, adjust the number of particles to achieve your desired look. You can preview your video to see how the effect appears to make any final adjustments as needed. Feel free to explore other settings within the halftone plugin to further customize the effect. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for such videos. How to add an audio form to your video. Create a new solid layer. Hide the mask. Can draw a mask where you want the audio waveform to appear. Open the mask settings and increase the mask expansion to around 500. Next, apply the audio spectrum effect to the solid layer and set the audio layer to your music. Set the path mask you just created. Change the color to whatever you like and set the side options to side A. Adjust the settings to customize the shape and style of the spectrum, and you're done. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's 5 best free website for video editors. Sherry.com for free templates. Freshlet's.com for free Let's Packs. Mixkit.com for free templates. Zapsplat.com for free SFX packs. Jitter.video for free animation templates. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. To blend textures with graphics or titles and After Effects. Follow these steps. First, import your texture and graphic layers. Duplicate the texture layer and move the duplicate above the graphic layer. Select the graphic layer and set it track matte to the first texture layer and matte to luma, which uses the luminance of the duplicated texture to mask the graphic. Apply the curves effect to the top texture layer. Adjust the RGB curve to refine the lighting and blend. To make the graphic stand out more, duplicate the graphic layer and adjust its blending mode or opacity as needed. This method creates a seamless blend of For more tutorials, subscribe to Novela Film Academy. Here's how to animate a realistic bounce effect in After Effects. First, create a new composition and import your images. Open the position and scale properties by pressing P and S and move the anchor point to the bottom of the circle. Set a keyframe for the position. Move 30 frames forward and drag the ball down. Copy first keyframe and paste it at the next 30 frames. Press N to limit the timeline. Next, apply easy ease and smooth the animation using the graph editor. To add realism, animate the scale properties. Unlink the scale values, go to the 30th frame. Squeeze the ball, go back 4 frames. Now stretch it. Repeat 4 frames ahead. Finally, ease the scale keys and adjust the graph. Your animation is ready. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more such videos. Here's how to create this insane art transition in After Effects. Import your 2 car clips and align on the timeline to match angles. We remove the cars from these images to separate background. Place blank backgrounds between the 2 clips, each lasting 10 frames. Duplicate the first car clip and position it over the first blank background and duplicate it 5 more times. Repeat this for second clip. Mask out different elements on each layer. Repeat this masking process for the second clip. Create a new position keyframe for the first frame of all elements. At the 5th frame, move them all outwards. At the 10th frame, move them all back in. Now create a new position keyframe on the last frame of second car elements. Them all out at the 5th frame, and at the 1st frame, match all elements with the last position of the first car elements. Apply easy ease with F9 to all keyframes. Add a PNG of a car frame behind the elements and overlay sparkles for extra flair. Let us know what you'd like to see next. Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe to Novela Film Academy for more videos. Today, I will show you how to use CC blended effect in After Effects. First, separate your images in Photoshop. Use Object Selection tool to select statue. Press Ctrl+J. Use Content Aware Fill to fill the below layer. Now both the images are separated. Next, open After Effects. Import your images. Compose the above Go to Effect, then Distort, then CC Bend It. Set Start and Endpoints. Add an initial keyframe to bend. Move a few frames forward.